Alright, now that you have a clearer perspective that you want to learn HTML and CSS, then the next question to ask is, what are the tools that you need to have? And what knowledge you need to know before you can start. Okay, we'll look at the tools later. Let's look at what you need to know first. The very first thing that we need to understand is the logic of files and folder system. Computers store your data in chunks called files. There are many types of files out there. Each have their own purpose. Okay, here we only want to look at two types of files. The one that we store image are image files. Those that we store text information are called text file. HTML, like many programming languages, is actually stored as a simple pure text file with a .html or .html extension. All the pictures that you see in the website are organized and stored as each respective image files, which is why you can right-click and save them. To organize the files, they are all placed in their respective folder. One thing we can do in computer but not in the physical world is that we can have folders, inside another folders, and inside another folders, as many levels as you want. It's really cool, but we're not going to play with that. For what, right? So the purpose of letting us do this is so that we can have and organize files and folders for easier management and documentation. Okay, next we look at how to name our files. Okay, as a programming convention, we do not use symbols and special characters like the %, the $sign, the percentage sign, colon, semicolon, equal sign, plus, asterisk, etc. to name our files and folders. That is because each of these symbols are actually programming language syntax. Okay, they have special meaning in computer languages that usually asking the computer to do certain tasks. Naming files and folders with special characters like this will risk our page from working properly. Okay, let's not do that. We should not use space in the naming also. Okay, to separate out two words, we simply use a dash, okay, which is the minus, or underscore, which is the underline. Mac and PCs are not case sensitive. However, many servers are actually running on Unix OS, and Unix is actually case sensitive. An uppercase of a character might deem the same character to us human with the lowercase. For example, capital A and lowercase a is actually the same to us. However, they are actually treated as a different character in Unix system. Okay, if you name your files and folders with a mix of upper and lowercase, okay, everything will work well in your computer. However, when you upload your entire website to a server, okay, they might stop working. So to save us all the trouble, it is actually a best practice to use all lowercase consistently throughout for files and folders naming. So simply to sum up, use letters with numerals and dash or underline, okay, if you need to separate the words. Use lowercase throughout. Some other best practice to observe is actually don't name your files and folders too long. Be clear and intuitive and short, okay, not creative and funny. Okay, abide with the industry standard convention. Okay, for example, the picture folder usually named as images. Okay, it's intuitive and it's actually short. Everybody look at it and they understand that it's a folder to store images. Okay, whosoever need to take over your project will know what it is immediately without having to guess too much. Okay, so enough about files and folders. Alright, the next thing we want to look at is the tools required. You need a computer, either a Mac or a PC. I'm using a Mac, so everything I'm showing you in my videos will be based on Mac user interface. But it will be exactly the same as Windows PC unless I specifically mention about it. Okay, the editors of the app that we use to type out our HTML and CSS script. The most basic one for Windows user, you can simply use Notepad. Yes, I'm not joking, Notepad. Okay, for Mac users, you can use text editor. But remember that you have to set it to make plain text like this, just like what I'm showing now. This is not going to make your HTML pages less efficient because HTML is really just plain text files. However, you can use some specialized coding app Okay, the beauty of these apps are they are color coded with text or the syntax and the attributes, okay, for you automatically. Okay, some even built-in script checker to alert you on the fly that you are making some syntax mistake and everything. That's really cool. Okay, some of them are actually very lightweight. The one that I use most often is Sublime Text Tree. It's actually a paid app. Okay, I like it so much that I decided to buy it. Okay, you can evaluate it first, but the irritating windows will keep asking you to buy the license. I think that the developers have done a good work, so I actually support them and I paid $99 for it. Another one that I think is equally good is called Brackets. However, they will stop their support in September 2021. You can also explore some like Visual Studio Code, which I show here, or even this thing called Nova from Panic. Okay, Nova is actually, it was previously known as Coda, but it becomes Nova now. It's also a paid app, but some friends actually swear by it. It's up to you to explore. Adobe Creative Cloud Suites actually comes with Dreamweaver. It's actually a power tool to build website because it actually comes with many functions and even a WYSIWYG design editor mode. Okay, if you are already intend to get or you already have Adobe CC Suite, you can simply just install Dreamweaver and use it to do HTML too. Simply switch to the code mode, the developer mode, so that you can really learn HTML code. If you're on Unix UI, okay, I don't know why you're here, you are too advanced for this, but if you're on Unix UI and you want to learn about HTML and they are your editors like VI, you can use them also, but we are not going to touch those here. For previewing, just use any browser will do. You can use Mozilla Firefox, which is what I like the most, and Google Chrome, or even Safari that comes with Mac, or Microsoft Edge that comes with Microsoft Windows. That's it. You are ready to start HTML and CSS. So if you like my video, please click like and subscribe to Uncle Teach You. Okay, your support is my main motivation, and thanks for watching and see you in the next video.